Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
And welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Cody Johnson with news from around the Columbia Basin for Thursday, April 25th. Tonight we report on the sentence of a Quincy gang member for manslaughter and the charges filed against a Moses Lake woman reportedly driving the wrong way on Interstate 90. We also look at how Moses Lake is building new crosswalks and the Tri-City Airport is in need of more passengers. In sports, we'll catch up with the Mariners and tell you about changes to the upcoming NFL team schedules. Our spotlight story tonight is about the power of art and its impact on a Soap Lake artist. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. Our top story tonight: a gang member is going to prison for shooting a fellow gang member over the sale of heroin in Moses Lake. 24-year-old Gilberto Valdivinos Medina is set to spend 12 years in prison. He entered an Alford plea to manslaughter in the first degree in Grant County Superior Court. The Alford plea means he didn't admit to killing 23-year-old Joaquin Serrano, but wanted to take advantage of the prosecutor's offer. The Grant County Sheriff's Office reported Valdivinos Medina shot Serrano after he chose not to raise the price for his heroin and found another supplier. A woman allegedly told police someone was trying to kidnap her, and she drove the wrong way on Interstate 90, striking a car to get away. Prosecutors charged 22-year-old Amber Mitchell with vehicular assault, DUI, hit and run, reckless driving, and reckless endangerment in Grant County Superior Court. The July incident allegedly started when Mitchell tried to pull around a car in a parking lot in Moses Lake. Witnesses reported she pulled behind the vehicle, and when she tried to go around, she hit an open door. Mitchell reportedly fled the parking lot and drove onto the interstate, heading in the wrong direction. Another driver reported seeing Mitchell and tried to avoid her. The two vehicles collided. Mitchell allegedly told officers she was trying to flee a man who tried to kidnap her, saying she picked up a 68-year-old man at Walmart. She reported the man was driving because she was too drunk to drive. When the trooper asked why the child safety seat was on the passenger seat, Mitchell reportedly didn't answer. Crossing Broadway Avenue in Moses Lake may get safer after this summer. Moses Lake and the State Department of Transportation plan to replace lights at 4 crosswalks and build 4 new ones this summer along a 3-mile stretch of road. Vehicles have hit pedestrians 7 times in the past 5 years in that area. 3 of the incidents have been fatal. 2 have resulted in serious injuries, and 2 have resulted in lesser injuries. The warning lights at Diggs Drive, Burris Avenue, Southwestern Avenue, and Dogwood Street will be replaced with rectangular rapid flashing beacons. The lights are easier to see and result in 80 to 90% of drivers stopping for people in the crosswalks, according to the state. Along with the replacement, the department is adding 4 new crosswalks at Melville Lane, Gibby Road, Gumwood Street, and 3rd Avenue. An additional meeting to discuss the improvements is scheduled from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. on May 2nd at the Moses Lake Civic Center. The project will be funded by a $638,000 federal grant. People living in Soap Lake are going to pay more for their regular tap water. The Soap Lake City Council recently asked city staff to draft an ordinance that would increase sewer rates by $2 or more. Roughly half a mile of aging underground sewer pipe is in dire need of repair in the downtown area, according to city officials. The city is pursuing a $500,000 U.S. Department of Agricultural loan to pay for the work. And Mayor Raymond Gravel says a rate hike would allow them to pay the loan back over the next 4 years. The city raised sewer rates by $2.50 last spring in order to fund Department of Ecology mandated upgrades to the city's water treatment facility. Each of the people you see here have warrants for their arrest and are wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DOC asks you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. We'll be right back after these messages with the latest from the iFIBER One Weather Center, and we've got sports and more news on the way.